Hi everyone and welcome back to the Cornerstone SMP. I am genuinely really excited about... Oh gosh. We have some visitors, oh no. Okay, I'm gonna fly out real quick to unload all the monsters here in the base, because I really don't want to have a creeper blow up any part of it. I was gonna say, I'm really excited for today's project, at least what we're starting the episode with. You know, I never know how long it's actually going to take and how much it's going to fill up, but it's a really big build. It's going to be one of the bigger buildings in the base. Not as big maybe as the villa, but certainly much bigger than those small town buildings that we have over there that we've been working on lately. It's not going to be a part of the savannah area up here on the plateau that we've been also working on a lot lately. Instead I want to look more towards that cliff over there, because it's looking still a bit empty. Up there on top with the turtles, that still needs a lot of work, but also here mainly to the left of the bridge. That's where I want to focus on now. And we have this naturally generated like crevice, maybe, I don't know if you can call that a crevice, but some space carved into the cliffside already, where we could put something, and I feel like a tower would fit in there perfectly. Like a nice tall tower sticking out there out of the ground. Almost like a guard tower it could be, you know, watching over the river here, making sure there are no strangers that are just sneaking in towards the Dwarven Kingdom, for example. I think that would really work, and it's not just going to be any tower, it will be a wizard tower. Because I am, of course, currently Gandalf after all. Now Gandalf, I know he doesn't actually live in a wizard tower, he's not that kind of wizard, but I'm Nellis Gandalf. What did the Decisive say? Neldelf, I think. She's a little different. We can make up our own world, you know, and this version of Gandalf lives in or at least owns an awesome wizard tower. He's going to anyway. And it's starting to rain, that's perfect. Okay, well, I think that's all I had to say. Let's just jump into building. Never mind. The jumping and building has already been done. So I've lately been really trying to get better at talking about the progress of builds and projects a lot more, and not just do the whole, you know, here's what I want to do and then a cut and there's the finished product, right? I like to document the journey a bit more. But with a build as big as this, it's kind of difficult, a little annoying to really talk much about the progress while making it. I also designed this completely in creative beforehand, so just, yeah, wouldn't have been all that interesting, I think, or satisfying to watch. Instead we're doing just this kind of fly around together. So I tried really hard to make the roof of the tower look a lot, or shape it a lot, to look like a wizard's head. I hope you can kind of see that. I used the mangrove wood again to make it kind of blend in with our train station that we have up on the plateau. And aside from that, it's a really simple color palette with stone and andesite and spruce and a little bit of light grey terracotta. Those, what would you call those? Tiny towers on the tower, little cottages sticking out of the tower. I'm really happy with how it looks. It's a great addition, and you know, it's a big addition, but I think it works. And now that the bulk building, how you could maybe call it, is done, we can continue together. First off, there's not really a good way to get to the tower yet. There's no good way to get there. None at all. Here at the top of the cliff, I'm gonna put this bridge, just bridging the gap over to this room that sits under the ceiling. So let's break that open and have a nice big entrance here. And add in a proper pathway as well to connect it up to the rest of the path system in our base. And this upper room here has a ceiling and floor, but with a big gap in the middle, because we do have to figure out a way to use this tower vertically. For that we need to look at the bottom of the tower, which doesn't even have a door yet, so breaking that open is an easy first step. But as you can see, it looks pretty terrible behind there. I was a bit lazy and kind of just built it against the rock. Didn't fill that in properly, so that all still needs to happen. But luckily I can just make a quick cut and you don't have to watch me do all the boring stuff. So here we have at least this room looking a lot cleaner already. But still, a big part of the tower needs a ton of work. Needs to be filled in. We need to get rid of the dirt and rock there, of course. And again, we need a way up, which the easiest and like most convenient way would probably just be a ladder, but I'd really like a spiraling staircase that leads up. That's just more a wizard style than just a ladder going all the way up. So let's start with a pillar. The pillar is in place, and the way I usually do staircases, spiral staircases like this, I take stairs and slabs. You need an equal amount of each, and I always place the stair next to the block of the middle pillar, and then a slab behind each stair, like this. And we'll just do that for the rest of the way up. This is definitely a decorational choice and not one out of, you know, what's more practical, because this is very inconvenient to walk down. As you can see, I already start like doing weird turns on there because it's, I don't know, kind of annoying to have to loop around for the entire thing. It does work though, like it's not impossible, it's just definitely not the most convenient solution, but it looks pretty cool, I think. And I have put in some walls. Very basic out of stone, but as you can see, these do lead to a bunch of these tiny tunnels as you're walking down to some of the more larger rooms that are again at the bottom. You know, we have the bigger one at the top, and then we have these little cottages, or I don't know what to call these, with even a few on the earthworms over there, where those two terracotta towers are sticking out of the main tower. Here's the second one. But yeah, aside from that, just really cramped like little tunnels that I think are actually a pretty cool feature of a wizard tower, that really adds to the feel of it, how it's all a bit mysterious and mystical. And yeah, then we get to the first of the large rooms at the bottom, and this is the first one that I will be decorating, and then here's the second one, which I showed you earlier, which is just the ground floor. And that first room that I'm decorating is going to be a library, hopefully a really cozy one. Wizards are usually very knowledgeable, right? Not just because of their old age and their long grey beards. A library is something every wizard should have access to somehow, and one in his own home, even better. This is one of the walls that's just directly against the cliffside, so we don't have any windows there, so we can just break this open a bit and turn it into a little reading nook. Candles are going to be important for this place. They're going to add so much atmosphere to the library. Definitely a lot more than just random torches on the ground. But yeah, here's a reading nook coming along quite a bit already. We have a couch, some paintings, a fluffy carpet. That should be the library done. We have, of course, bookshelves and some lecterns for maybe the more important, maybe even more dangerous books that the wizard keeps around. And of course seating, you know, and enough light to make the reading fun and not torture. And it's looking very grey outside at the moment, but inside here I think it has a nice cozy feel for sure. Just one quick thing, I want to change this painting to, oh, that one's actually also nice, but I would like the one with the bust. Yeah, this one, there we go. With the library finished, let's get to the room below it, our entrance room at the bottom. And this is going to be a sort of storage where the wizard keeps all of his strange things that he uses for potions and spells. They always have their bat's wings and spider eyes, right? So I'm just going to start with making a bunch of shelves out of spruce and dark oak trapdoors, and tables out of scaffolding, and stairs and slabs, and putting down barrels and chests everywhere. I have an inventory full of just stuff. I basically just grabbed all the weirdest Minecraft items I could find in my storage room, so that we can now fill up the wizard's storage room. What? What? What is that? I've never seen that glitch before. Oh, okay, I guess because it grew, that corrected it, I guess. That was like a vanilla x-ray there for a second. Just spreading a bit more goo on the ceiling. Skulk, of course. And that's pretty much it for our wizard storage room. Yeah, just really obscure stuff. You know, we have mushrooms, of course, some magma cream, stalactite and crystal, vines, and other nether plants that just look kind of strange here in the setting of the overworld. So yeah, I think that's all stuff you can kind of find in a wizard's basement, or expect to find. So 2 rooms are now finished. And now even more than that. We are going to walk through that little door you can see there behind me that I put in at the top of the tower, and we'll just do a tour from top to bottom so you can see everything that I've done on the inside for now. Yeah, the first room up here, if we close the door, is the bedroom. And it's very purple. I know that stands out a lot, but I feel like purple is a color that you'd really associate with wizard, at least I do for some reason. Not exactly sure where I got it from, but I just feel like purple is like a magic and wizard color. So he's got his curtains there to kind of shield off, you know, his windows from maybe spying eyes across the river on the other side there of the base, because it is his bedroom after all. You know, he wants his privacy, of course. Yeah, just some chests and things around, a flower, and we do have this ladder leading up to the room under the roof, which is not like there's nothing here yet, as you can see, because I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It feels like it should be a really special room since it sits in the wizard's head of the tower, right? But maybe I'll make it like an enchanting room with an enchanting table. I'm not sure yet, we'll see. But so if we walk down, we of course get to all the little tunnels and corner rooms that you've seen, and there's not that much space to put stuff in, because the tunnels are for the most part just 1 block wide, right? So if I put something on the floor, it's gonna just be in the way, and you can't actually use the tunnels anymore. So I just put torches and things in the little nooks where it is possible to make sure no monsters can spawn here, and a couple of those banners as well that I made, the purple ones. So yeah, just, you know, again, torches. I broke up the wall a bit, and here we are in one of those corner towers with just a bit of seating to make it look comfortable, and some chests as well. And I do really like how winding and without a point these some of these tunnels are. I think that's kind of fun. There's the second little corner room. Here we also have a painting, and again some chairs and a little rug. And that is the last floor before the library. Again, just a couple of torches and a little pillar here made of stone between them. And yeah, then we get to the library. So that is the wizard tower for now, on the inside at least. With the interior done, except for that attic room of course, I want to look a bit at the outside of the building. Mainly just down below there, that little platform of the cliff that the tower sits on. The door, it doesn't, like, it's not connected to anything. You'd feel like there would be a path leading up to that, right? Because it's quite a large door, and it kind of just sits in a really inaccessible place, aside from going down from the top of the tower. So I want to connect it up with the harbor actually, because that's the only other thing part of the base that's on that kind of level down there in the ravine. So I'm gonna probably make a tunnel leading just a bit through the cliff there behind the staircase, and then it pops out where the other tunnel starts. I'm going through and hiding some lighting under these trapdoors, just so that I can get rid of those temporary torches I put down. That's the good thing about trapdoors, right? They look great, but they're also just one of the best ways to really hide lighting effectively. So our tunnel's gonna be completely safe and lit up, but without any ugly torch spam around, as you can see. Yeah, and then there we have it, you know, short and simple, but it leads us where we want to go. Down there is the mine, and over here we have the harbor, the staircase, and all the rest of the base you can see from here. And now our wizard tower is connected up to all of that at the bottom as well. The only thing left is, well, actually connecting it up for the last couple blocks, here by the door. And a bit of greenery. I think we're basically done. Let's look at it from the top as well. Oh, that looks awesome. Heck yeah. That little path leading into the rock there, into the tunnel. That makes a big difference. I didn't expect it to make such a big difference just looking at it like this. Let's load this new bit on the map. Which one is it? Oh, okay, here we go. It's a little cut off, so this one as well. And there's a visit tower. It of course still needs the banner like we have everywhere else to tag it. I'm gonna do that until next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I have been Nullis and I'll see you next time. Bye!